Melissa, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Sarah.
Welcome back
Thank
to
you.
the studio.
It's nice to be here.
We're going to talk about the 2018 Shanty program. Let's start a little bit about, kind of how the Shanty program has evolved over the years, because it's how long has the Shanty program been going on?
It's been going on for a while,
Yeah.
Sarah. It started in 2005. It was a wonderful program in a series of arts-oriented strategies to really revitalize downtown Hyannis. So picture the harbor front and people come and go from the ferries and they get in their cars and they leave. And this was the first in a series to have people have a reason to have more time here in downtown Hyannis. And so the Shanty program began. It has grown tremendously from the first season it had 11 artists to now we have over 100. That number blew me away there.
I know.
100 participating in any given season, and this year is extra exciting because we have now 3 additional shanties coming into the program.
Excited. They just went in over the winter right here next to Town Hall, kind of overlooking Asselton Park. And they just kind of, hopefully they're part of the walkway to the sea, and so people will come up from the ferries and continue down that walkway up to Main Street, and then the people from Main Street will come down, they can stop there, and then those shanty artists can say, oh, there's even more of these.
Exactly.
Down at the harbor. Keep going that way, you'll find them. So
exactly. It's all in the heart of the Hyarts Cultural District, so it really is connecting the dots. There's a wonderful synergy from Main Street to the harbor front, and also our Hyarts campus, which is at the corner of Pearl and South, and it's all walkable, Sarah. So exactly that. And the program began, again, for supporting the creative economy, giving them an opportunity to meet people from around the world that come through. It provides such a wonderful backdrop for those that are here, residents and visitors alike. So it's really a wonderful win-win program. And then, visitors can spend a lot of time at the harbor front, enjoying time there. And then, as you say, right through the walkway to the sea, along Main Street, and to the campus as well.
It's so wonderful. And I know another piece of it that's kind of come out of it is you've had quite a few artists that have grown up from the shanties and now have their own business that's on Main Street, which I know we're going to talk to a few of them, in an upcoming art segment. But what a great opportunity for them to kind of, get their feet wet with this whole having their own little shop.
Sure.
To grow.
Well, exactly that. The program really is an incubator program. So of course we have, it's an opportunity for artists to have an affordable space. It's a very reasonable rent for them, and they can rent for a weekend early in the season to a week full summer season, and now into the fall it'll go weeks and then weekends again. But it's an affordable opportunity for them to work and sell. And some artists have never before been in that setting. So it gives them the skills, the business skills, the selling skills, the marketing skills to learn how to do that. And then the goal of the program was to watch them grow and where they head, whether now in this day and age it could be an online shop, but also the idea behind spend more time on Main Street, let's see you get there. And so many artists, we have so many successful stories of them taking up shop literally right on Main Street.
It's so amazing. I love it. This program is so wonderful, and the artists that are supported through it just are amazing. The artwork they create. What are some of the artists that we could see
Sure.
at the shanties?
There is such a wide variety. I mean, so many mediums, and then within that. So, for example, we have jewelers, but you have jewelers that work with stones, with glass, that metalsmith, painters in every type possible, fiber artists, potters. We have literary arts represented. We have someone that does rope working. We have people that work with glass and the things that they create with them. So it just is such a wide range of artists. And that's, to me, it's all about the stories. It's the story of the Shanty program itself, and then the artists and the connections. And so for that artist community, which is also one of our goals here, is to help support that community. And the connections and friendships they make are just lifelong after the story. From what I've heard, after their time in the shanties. But an example would be one year I had a jeweler across from a potter, and the potter had some broken pieces. And the jeweler showed the potter how to wrap those broken pieces. So they forged a business and personal friendship in being able to use, the one last pot part of the pot that you
Right.
would think would be thrown away.
Oh,
So
that's such an amazing
things like
story.
that happen all the time.
That's
And
wonderful. That's so great. I love
Yeah.
that. I love because I know I've kind of we've interviewed artists over the years,
Sure.
and I've videotaped your learning sessions for them. So to see all the artists get together and they get so excited to see each other, and I've seen those friendships, and they get all excited about sharing their knowledge. The people who have been doing the shanty for a few years are so excited to share what they know with the new artists coming in every year.
Absolutely, and I love that aspect of the program as well, that really there is no restriction on how many times an artist can participate, but that participation varies from year to year. So artists every year can apply, and they get juried into the program, and then once they're juried in, we place them. It's a big puzzle piece because you don't want to have more than 2 in any particular category at any time.
Right.
And then from that, we determine how many weeks they can participate, because it depends on the type of work that they do, and it depends on the amount of artists interested for that particular year.
And right now you're accepting applications. It's on a rolling basis. And so if anyone out there is interested, you're an artist and you're constantly creating things and you're looking for a new avenue to showcase your work, I think this is a great partnership.
Sure, and that's true, Sarah. We have a hard and fast deadline every single year. It's the 4th Friday in October for applications for that following season. But that is not the only deadline. It's just the first round consideration. So it makes sense for an artist to try to get their application in that time, because they will be looked at first.
Right.
Following that, it's the rolling application until all spaces are filled, and then we do put artists on wait lists. But unfortunately, sometimes an artist has to cancel here and there during the course of the season.
Right.
And now that we have extended season, there's even more opportunities for the artists to participate. We've had, from the visitor side of things, we've had the artists have their work travel around the country and around the world. We've had artists form friendships and go visit artists in other parts of the country
that's so cool.
and the world, which is really exciting. We have had a resident duck come. We've had proposals. We've had weddings down there, double rainbows. I mean, you name it, we really have seen it down there.
It's a beautiful space, and now with the mural that was put up about 2 years ago, it's becoming its own little community down at Bismore Park.
Sure.
And bringing that up to Hazleton Park, and then the new Shanties
At
here
the
right
Harbor
next to
Overlook,
it. Yeah,
yes.
it's such a great thing. If people are looking for more information on the program, where can they go?
They can go to artsbarnstable.com, where they will not only find information on the Shanty program, but of course all our wonderful arts and cultural gems in all 7 villages in the town of Barnstable. So it's a great resource.
Wonderful. Thank you, Melissa, so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you, Sarah.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
My guest today is Melissa Chartrand. She's the Art and Culture Coordinator here in the town of Barnstable.